What's up, comic and pop culture fans? James with Minhunter Comics here. Sorry for a kind of a weird camera angle, but I'm over here at my parents' house doing a bunch of bagging and boarding and pricing of comics because it's just been a crazy week. I had an unscheduled walk-in at the antique shop on Tuesday, ended up being a great pickup, and then on Thursday, a guy walks in with a 9.8 of a Wizard #1 amongst many other great books. Oh, and by the way, that doesn't even include this, which I almost forgot to completely mention here. Yeah. Each collection I bought got progressively better, and we landed on the Amazing Superman collection. So I actually had so many good books that I had to cancel my Sunday claim sale just to catch up on bagging and boarding and pricing and stuff. One of my friends calls me and says, dude, you gotta check out this Superman collection I got. It's not that big, but what is here is a big deal. And you guys have seen me in various levels of excitement over collections. Sometimes I'm pretty excited. Sometimes I overspend and it's like, there's a nervousness to it. I know this is one of my favorite pickups ever. So let me go up and take you guys outside, and I'm actually gonna show you this. It's like literally one short box. It's incredible. Let's go check it out. All right, hold on. Before we get into this, I have to show you some of the awesomeness that walked into this shop. Give me 30 seconds. It really shouldn't be glossed over. Check out all these mid or lower grade early X-Men's. This is one of those low grade is definitely better than no grade things, and this was one of the cooler walk-ins that came in. This was part of the collection from the guy with the 9.8 Wizard #1. And I have to tell you, before making this video, I had to make some tough choices and completely pivot. Otherwise, what was I going to do? Make 3 separate videos? It would have been too oversaturated, but like I said, 3 awesome collections that came in, each in their own way, but loaded with solid movers. And considering that this may be the last collection I pick up before I go on a little brief paternal leave, I was hoping to get some good stuff in right before, and I'm thinking that this week was it. Also, you're definitely going to see a lot of claim sales crammed in to the next week and a half. Hopefully, I can honestly just get all this priced in time before the baby. We'll see. I'm working the crazy hours to get it all done. Hopefully, I can make it happen. And we'll do just a 10-second gloss over on just one of the random boxes that also came in that was a lot lighter stuff, but good stuff, just a much lower price point, which always is that sweet spot. And now let's move on over and show off the Superman. And I see a lot of stuff in this hobby. I get a lot of collections in, I appraise collections, I do this and that. I touch comic books every day of my life. This is something I've never seen, these Pence magazine-sized Superman books. And some of them I recognized as like printings of some John Byrne Superman, just in this weird large format. I recognize some of the covers, or they were like recreations of covers sometimes, or just had different color. I did find that they have some value online. So considering that this box of all these magazines that I'm showing you was really part of more of a throw-in for buying the other Superman books that I'm about to show you, I think that's a really good bang for my buck. All right, now let's get into it. This is the collection. I call it the Superman collection, but there was some other kind of smaller things in the front, which I'll show you. Some really neat stuff. These Aurora comic senses in immaculate condition right here. Very cool. We do have a World's Finest 100. Rock on, dude. That'll do it. And as you can see, these prices listed on these books, this was not the cheaper pickup. It was a touch on the expensive side. Definitely spent some good money to get this stuff. So my profit margin on this stuff is going to be slimmer. Actually, quite honestly, a lot of the collections this week I spent higher for, but you know what? The best collections out there are going to cost more, so it makes sense. Anyway, Some really good stuff here. And this is just like the warming you up stuff, like this classic Star Sapphire cover. Look at this. I want to say that's the first appearance of Thorn. I think it is. Just some 20-cent, very popular Wonder Woman. This particular time period is very popular, especially if you can find it in near mint like that last one. Awesome book right there from FF. We've got the Batman 2099 in Modern Comics Key. We have a first Ben Reilly newsstand, and that was pretty special. Giant size superstars, and some of the prices were a little high, a little low. He did take a bit off the top for me to really make sure that there would be some meat on the bone for me. Considering I did see quite a few with a little bit on the lower side price tags, I was down for it. So, moving on, first Morbius. Here, look at this, first War Machine. Newsy near mint. That's more than $75, so that's a win. First Cletus Cassidy, first Gambit in cameo, first Mirror World, first team up between Batgirl and Robin. Nice. First, is it Brother Blood, or am I confusing that with a Marvel character? I forget. Classic Neil Adams. That was not 25. That was too much. But first Titano over here, 1959. We're into it now. Let's keep it going on. Some more 10-cent soup. This one's a little lower grade, but that's fine. Then we got this classic right here, the complete life and origin story of Superman. I love this book. I've had it once before. It is not the cheapest, so that's good. First Legion of Supervillains, and in really nice shape. I might even get it to a presser and beef that one up significantly. That is really clean. And now a book that needs no introduction. First Ravens, Cyborg, Starfire. This is a classic. First Teen Titans, baby. Also, first He-Man in here. I never, ever, ever get that in, and it's nice to have gotten that newsstand. First Lois Lane becoming Black. Iconic story right there. Just some awesome mystery in space here. Mylard up too, looking nice. We do have the first appearance of Parasite. I actually have a 7.0 of that at my antique shop right now, by the way. Now here we go. Some of these Supergirl books actually have some pretty solid value here, man. These are not the cheapest. They are not. But you know what? These are books I have gotten before, never in this shape. I always get these in much lower grade. 1 to like 3 conditions. So to get it even in more mid to higher grade, rock on. Second appearance of Jonah Hex. Never had that. I've had this before, this classic Neil Adams right here. And now we're getting into it. Look at this awesome double-digit Superman stuff that we're going to be running into here. Love this baseball cover. We are in the golden age, folks. Some golden age Superman. And this is what I was talking about in the intro. Stuff that you do not see. Look at this. The origin retold and the first Kryptonite. Wow. That's more like it, man. Look at these early Supermans. This next one is definitely the lowest Superman I've ever owned. Issue 22, folks. Superman 22. It's got a couple condition issues. Of course it's going to have a couple condition issues, considering I think it actually looked pretty good. Look at this, number 57. And we'll end it with number 100. Those last 5 books makes up, like, believe it or not, 80% of the value of everything I just showed you. Golden Age Superman doesn't lie. That stuff is serious. There's a real price tag, some real collectability there. And I will also say that they are going to be the hardest to move on a personal level. And then I got this random little 36 by 24 bag thing. I really don't know. Great pickup, great week. Man, what a way to send me off before I go to paternal leave here, man. I got a little bit of work cut out for me. I hope to get this all up and claim sailed or out to the antique shop before I take a short leave, but we will see. Very happy mint hunter over here, that's for sure.